Lady and gentlemen, I say lady because I'm literally like no, not you. I have like 99.9% dudes that subscribed and 0.1% female. So there's probably one lady who's watching. Anyways, we're out here at Buttonwillow in Central California doing a track day with Speed Ventures. And this is Bryce. Bryce is my buddy that is attending his first ever track day. This is his BMW 335i. This is my GR86. And this video is about you wanting to track. So I've been doing this for a few years now, and first time for Bryce, and I figure this is a good opportunity because now I'm really trying to intellectualize things and explain it and really onboard Bryce and make sure he's having a good time. So Bryce, I figured, well, first of all, how's the weekend going so far? Because you were here yesterday, which was your first day.
Great, other than a little bit of car trouble. Doing great.
So possible alternator issues, but looks like we're gonna survive. Yesterday was very eventful. Don't think that's normal. There was a Tesla that almost flipped. There was a car that got, an S2000 that got stuck in the mud. It was a interesting and eventful first day, but normally not gonna be like that. So, things to bring. Bryce was very prepared. Actually no, before we talk about things to bring, how do you prep your car? Let's go over that.
You want to do all the good mechanical checks, so just the basic maintenance that you do for a normal car would be first.
Speak up a little bit.
So you got to do oil changes, make sure your coolant's topped off, make sure all your suspension hardware is torqued down. That's the more kind of general maintenance stuff. And then for track days, depending, and you can speak more to this, but you want to prep the car to handle what it's going to experience on track. So ideally upgraded brake pads, upgraded brake fluid, and if you can afford it, stickier tires.
So I agree with what you're saying. I'm gonna add some caveats there. Number one is if your car is mostly stock, Bryce's is definitely not stock, but if your car is mostly stock, the most important thing is gonna be your fluid. So make sure you have good, relatively fresh oil and also brake fluid. You want .4, I mean, not all .4s are created equal, but you want brake fluid that's not gonna boil over. If you push your car hard, if you're experienced with autocross, you do a lot of canyon driving, then you might reach the limits of your car and of that fluid a little bit sooner, and you may also want upgraded brake pads. Whereas if you're totally new, then those are still good practices, but in all honesty, you're probably not gonna really push the car hard enough where you'll notice that, oh shit, my brake fluid is boiling over, or my pad's really holding me back. Tires, I think low grip tires are okay. You're gonna be slower, but at your first track day, that's okay. You don't need to go fast. What I've done on my car is brake fluid, oil, new brake pads, wheels and tires, and camber bolts in the front. But the only thing I really needed to do at the beginning for this car and the way that I drive it was brake pads, fluid, and oil change. All right, next up is your personal safety equipment. The one thing you need is a Snell approved helmet for the track. Snell is the standard that's gonna be relevant to track days. There's also motorcycle helmets, but that's not what we're going after. There's different standards with regards to impact force and number of impacts between cars and motorcycles, which is why it matters. Snell, the year you see here, the certification is good for 10 years. So this SA 2020 helmet is good until 2030. If you have a SA 2015, that's good until 25. And SA 2010 is no longer good to use. Where'd you get this from?
Amazon.
For how much?
120 bucks.
That's super cheap. Conquer, great price. This one is a Stilo, a little bit pricier. Only recommend these helmets if you've done this for a while and you know you're gonna really put the investment in. These are very comfortable. They have all the added bits for like communication and water and all that stuff if you want to do that. That helmet goes for about $1,000 though, or $1,100. Gloves are optional. I personally like using gloves because they help with grip on the wheel if your hands get sweaty or just anything like that. So, Amazon?
30 bucks.
Boom, there we go. Equipment to bring to the track day now. So, Bryce is very prepared, actually better prepared than I am because I never bring a jack or jack stands. because I can't fit it in my car. And if I did, Toyota, there you go. Except Subaru, but the one time I needed to change my brake pads on track, I just borrowed someone else's jack stands, and that was good. Other things you need. So you definitely want to bring some extra fluid. So I have some oil here. I just bring about 1 liter. So I have got my oil. I have my numbers. At the beginning, you can just use regular painter's tape, but the magnetic numbers are nice. If you're gonna, do that multiple times per year, you don't have to mess with tape. I have my air compressor to inflate the tires, tire pressure gauge to deflate, because as you are on the track, your tire temperatures will rise and you'll need to let out air so that you're not overinflated. That's gonna affect your grip levels quite a bit. I have some microfiber towels. I have some, to clean the car and get it ready for the numbers and whatnot. And some other optional things, camera equipment, as well as, head socks for my helmet, which are nice to keep your helmet nice and clean, but are definitely optional, as well as some pyrometers for the tire temperature if you want to go really hardcore, but again, that's optional. Tools, absolutely. You need to be able to torque your wheels when you get here. So, breaker bar if you need to take off the wheels, torque wrench, and your sockets. Those are the bare essentials. Oftentimes, tracks will have some food options. I prefer bringing my own, so I always bring a bag full of food. And those are the bare essentials, right? Having extra brake pads is always a good idea. Extra fluids, you have your brake fluid here. Castrol SRF is my personal favorite. I run that or Motul 600, but I think Castrol SRF is definitely better than Motul from my experience. And some coolant here as well. If you want to bring chairs, they're a nice thing just to improve the comfort. And now, as for preparing your car, the first thing you do when you get here is you want to inspect your car, see if you have any issues with your tires, with your rotors, anything like that. You want to torque your wheels, torque your lug nuts to spec, which for this car is 89 pound-feet. Always put tow hooks on. In the trunk of your car, where they have the spare, most cars are going to come with a tow hook. And here's mine right here. Bam. But because I'm a certified rice boy now, I went with the Cusco, the red tow hooks front and rear. And the reason being, if your car goes off the track, which does happen from time to time, and if you need to be towed back onto the track, then they're gonna hook up to something. And if you don't have tow hooks, then you're probably gonna get some car damage. So Bryce did the same thing here. This is his OEM tow hook that came with the car. And then he ordered one, I think from Amazon, here as well. But make sure the ones that you get from Amazon actually can pull the car, because sometimes people order tow hooks just for show, just for looks.
They're stickers.
This one looks like a just for show. I don't know if this one would actually, this thing looks pretty flimsy.
$12.
$12, that's definitely not gonna work. That's not functional, that's just for the looks. And then the other thing is when you register, some organizations will give you just a wristband, as I have here with Speed Ventures. Other times they'll give you a sticker that you put up here. That indicates the run group and or whether you pass tech inspection, but Speed Ventures does not do tech inspection. It's just a, hey, we trust that you're gonna do your own tech inspection. And also car numbers, these are very important. So blue painter's tape is gonna be easy to apply, easy to remove, not gonna damage your paint. Once you're ready to go, make sure your car is clear of anything that can actually be a projectile. So this, as an example, we would put in the glove box or take out of the car, because if you go over some bumps or there's any impact, any of those projectiles can be very, very painful and are gonna make your day that much worse. Now the rest of everything else is pretty self-explanatory. You need to have your windows down, because the reason they do that is safety. So if you were in an accident and you couldn't open your doors, then the windows being open just improves accessibility. Now it's fine when you first get to the track to have the parking brake engaged, but after each session, do not engage it again, because your brakes are super hot, and by engaging your parking brake, you can actually cause some brake damage. Is that right?
Potentially, yeah.
So you just leave it in gear and turn the engine off. And other than that, I mean, the main thing is to be safe. First priority is always safety. Second priority is having fun. And we've done a few sessions together. The first things you want to focus on are track awareness, looking for all the flags, all the station workers, get very comfortable with that, the overall track layout. Then you want to start working on your track awareness, so using your mirrors and seeing the cars around you, because you will have to give point buys if cars are faster than you, etc. But anyways, with that being said, let's get out there and let it rip.
Let's do it.
Nice and easy, steady inputs. Good, hang left, keep it left. No, when you exit pit, always stay left.
Okay.
Good, look far ahead. Eyes up, good. Nice line. Eyes up ahead, look down. Yep, keep looking further ahead. Good. Careful there. If you drop a wheel, it's gonna fuck you over there. That's okay. You want to apex that a little bit later.
Yeah, I know. I always go too soon. I'm always early.
Eyes far ahead. Good.
Yeah, just keep saying that every turn.
Because you'll keep forgetting.
I know, I do. I'm looking right in front of the whole time.
Use the whole track. There you go.
Yeah, see, traction control light just the whole time.
Are you staying in third the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good. Reduce variables.
Yeah, like.
So it's always better to brake early than late when you're first starting out, all right?
Yeah, for sure. I was talking and distracted myself.
Track out wide. Look for the apex. Look for the apex.
Yeah.
Too early again. Too early. You look further ahead, you'll get a better line.
Yeah.
That means you're not looking far ahead enough.
Not at all.
Good. Look for your apex, look for your exit. Eyes on the exit. Good. Apex, exit. Good. Apex, exit. Good. Next apex. Predict where that exit is. It's blind. There you go. Use the whole track. Apex, exit. Next apex. Next exit. Come right. Come right. There you go. Line yourself up. Good. Very nice. Good line.
Forward now.
Good. Kiss the berm. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle at this part. No, in the middle, and then start reeling it in as you come to this. This is the apex. There you go. All the way right. Kiss the apex. Hug it left. Get on those brakes. Point it, and get on the power. There you go. Get wide. Stay wide. Look for that apex. Stay wide. Stay wide. Start reeling it in. Reel it in. There you go. Much better.
Okay.
I want you to focus on your line more so than your speed.
Oh, that's no fun.
So I want you to brake early on every turn and really get the perfect line. Good. Very nice. Already looking better. Good job using the whole track. Yep, start off wide, look for that apex, and then reel it in. Good. Whooshy boy sounds!
Yeah, boy.
Oh my god, the seat has no support, I'm sliding.
No. That's why I don't drive fast. Oh my god, this thing feels like
Oh my god, where the fuck is second?
Straight back, dude. Oh, don't go into reverse, please. That's forward.
God, I can't stay still in the seat. This thing is such a...
Do you see what I'm working with, Kevin?
Dude, I'm trying to stay still in the seat. Woohoo!
Traction control says no.
God, I keep moving around the seat. Woohoo! Get her lined up. Give it some power. So I'm dialing back how fast I'm going and I'm focusing on the line.
Yeah.
I'm short shifting as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is basically what I intended to do. Every time, I just don't do it.
So out, 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 and reel it in.
Yeah. I give it too much throttle there and I blow it up every time.
Because you're not looking far ahead.
Exactly.
I ride the berms on there, but I try to avoid it here because it's going to destabilize you.
Yeah.
Woo!
Keep it clean, Kevin. Keep it clean.